G'day. Stephen here from Business to Video or B2V. We're just going to continue on from the last video, which was how to create a project on SEMRush, which was fairly simple. In this video, we're going to do a backlink audit. Okay, so if you've got a new client and the first thing you want to do is, do a site audit. So when it comes to SEO, if you do know anything about SEO, that you need to, or search engine optimization, you need to have your on page, which means pretty much site health, in order before you can start doing backlinks and stuff like that. Otherwise, the site just simply won't respond to backlinks because, the search engines are going to pick up on, the errors, and the site's just not going to function well. But in a further video, we're going to go over on how to do a site audit, and you can send this report as it is to a client, but we can go into detail. In this case, there's no errors, which is fantastic, because generally you will get some errors, but there's warnings. Errors are the worst, as you can see in red. Warnings are secondary, and notices are less hazardous than warnings. But like I said, we'll come back to that, and we're going to do a backlink audit on this website. So it's pretty fresh, this website. We're not probably going to see a lot of backlinks, but let's see what we find. Okay, so I've clicked on backlink audit in the menu in the side here. So if you go down there, you see backlink audit, and then you just want to go and hit setup. So we want the root domain. I would always choose root domain unless you're doing something specific, if you want to see that particular version, but let's not mess around. Don't worry about the back brand settings for now. You may want to do that if it's a big profile client. But as you can see, what we're going to need to do to get a proper backlink order is you need to connect to the Google console. But I'll just let it do its thing for now. As you can see here, the SEMRush is, crawling the site to find the domain names. But as I mentioned, we'll go over the Google, connecting to the Google console. You're going to get a much more accurate reading, but you can, avoid that for the moment. But we will take a look at it, I believe. Okay, guys, the backlink audit has finally been completed. It took around about 15-20 minutes, and this website, as you can see, does not have a lot of backlinks. This is what you're going to see, and then sure enough, just go to the result. So it's just telling us that we've got 10 referring backlinks. There's been 39 analysed. The authority score is 8, which is pretty low. So what I'm getting at is if you've got a new client, you might be a new agency, that you can do a site audit and then do a backlink audit, right? So then you're telling the client that, these things need to be fixed in the site audit, and you've got very little backlinks, or they may have a lot, they may not either. But generally most clients, if you're dealing with them on an SEO level, they're most likely going to need more backlinks. You can never have enough, can you? So, but if you understand what I'm saying here, so this is not a client, this is one of my websites, but it's just a fairly new project, as you can see. But that's how simple it is. But you'd really want to connect to your Google console. I may even do a video on what exactly the Google console can do. But it does do a lot of things, but you really want to be connected on SEMRush, because you're going to get a lot more data and information, and very accurate data and information too, because you're directly, connected with the with the console. I mean, the console is really your connection with Google to that website. So if there's any indexing issues with Google, they're going to notify you. You've got mobile usability issues on the console, they will notify you. So it's essential that you are connected. But see, it says here, SEMRush will tell you if they're toxic or potentially toxic. So the links that are there are all non-toxic, which is a good start. And if you do have a lot of toxic links, you can disavow them, and you can do this again through the console. Okay, guys, I'm back again. Just had a quick look at this. I've just realised that this, because it's a new site, it's not connected to the console as yet. So I'll have to do another video and also connecting it to analytics. But we'll just go over some of the features that you can use on the SEMRush for your backlink audit. But look, just first here, you got 10 referring domain names. So you can go and see what these domains are, what the authority is on them. So that's the authority score here. So it's in between 0 and 100. I am going to create a video very shortly on how to add backlinks with SEMRush, which should be pretty interesting for a lot of people, I think, because it's a very safe way and effective way of building backlinks, in-house, and not having to pay anybody else to build them for you. But anyway, yeah, so you can see that it'll show you which backlinks are there, the exact ones. So if we just go back, it'll show you. So if I go down to Hot Frog here, which is just a business directory, most people would have heard of that. We click on there and we see our actual backlink, right? Pretty cool. So if we just go back a bit here and we click on Analyze Backlinks, it'll show you all of the backlinks here. There's the Hot Frog one there again. So yeah, it'll show you all the backlinks. So that's a good backlink there. Very good, It's got an authority score of 70, which is really good. I mean, anything over 30 is pretty good, really. And except for this one, they all look like they're over 30. Moving along, so that's your errors from the site audit. This is where you connect to the Google console, but you need to connect the property to the Google console in the first place. You can add domain categories here too, so you can let SEMRush know, what you're kind of looking for. Like home and garden would be one. This is a remodeling or renovation website, possibly real estate, hobbies and leisure maybe. You got DIY people, but not really. So if you want to be specific, I'd probably just leave it at that. They're two fairly big categories. So just update that, and then it'll show you the results. So you want to connect to, like I said, the Google console, but also to your analytics. I don't believe this has been connected to analytics, so it looks like I'm going to have to do a video on connecting to the console and connecting to analytics, which are both fairly easy once you are connected with them. You have the properties connected with those Google products. You can actually import backlinks, from other audits that you've done. Targeting countries can be helpful. So, if you only want, backlinks from certain countries, then you can be specific there. They'll just click the United States, which is all we really want for this. So, with the countries, you can just be more specific about the backlinks that you want, If you are doing them in other countries, which sometimes you might, if you're writing an article on a university website that's in another country, that can be, then you may want to add that country there. But or you can just skip that, but it depends how specific you want to be. You can connect your email. So if you're reaching out to people and you're building backlinks, you can do it directly from SEMRush. You can automatically rerun, email notifications, just basically staying up to date. And this is how you can build more backlinks. And SEMRush will suggest backlinks, which is for another video, which I am going to do very shortly. But that's how you can do it straight from there. But look, that's about it for now. That's how you do a backlink audit, and this can all be, you can export this to, PDF, and you can share it with, your clients. And I think I've just gone over the basics here. Any of this stuff will give you, so you can click on the backlinks there. Say that there was toxic links. You can click on them and see which ones they are and remove them. But see here, it's suggesting again connect to Google Analytics, which we will be doing shortly, and that may update the backlink report. You can see the referring categories here as well. So, you can add more categories. It's just I added those too. They're the preferring ones. There's your anchor text. So that's, your anchors of what words are written that are linking back to the site and what links are and everything. A money anchor, just as a note, might be remodel Bellevue. That's what's considered a money anchor. It's like the keyword that you're trying to rank for. So there's no money anchors at the moment, so just check that out yourself. If you've got any questions, leave a comment in the video. All right, thanks for listening, guys. Adios.